In this exercise, we will understand the MS Chart Control developed by Microsoft for data visualization. MS Charts Control provide visualization of data in different kinds of graphs and charts. The control has different sections like chart area, where the chart is drawn, data series, which represent the data to be plotted, title of the chart, and legend for that data. Many different types of charts like points, line, column, pie, bars can be used to plot data series in the chart area. We can also plot both 2D and 3D charts. Here we design a form with MS Chart Control and explore the data visualization methods available in the control. Here we use MS Chart Control to plot data in various graphs. If the chart control is not visible in the toolbox, we need to add it to the toolbox. For that, right-click on the reference in the project tree and add reference to the System Windows Forms Data Visualization Assembly. Then in the toolbox, right-click and select Configure Sidebar. Click Add Components and select System Windows Forms Data Visualization Assembly. Then click MS Chart Control in the list. In the Windows Forms list, we can see the control at the end. Now we explore the properties of the chart. The chart control's main properties are chart areas, legends, series, and titles. Using these properties, we can plot the data in the control. Using the chart area collection editor, we can modify the properties like 3D style, appearance, axis where we can modify properties of the axis, and add additional axis. We can add as many chart areas we want in the single control. With legend collection editor, we can control the legend properties. Series collection editor contains three important properties: the chart area property to specify the chart area which we defined in the chart area collection editor, the chart type property to specify the type of chart which we want to display like points, lines, or pie, and points collection property to add data points by adding x and y values to the point collection. Using these properties, we add data to the control at design time, but loading large data at design time is not feasible. So we need to load data at runtime. In the initialize component function, MS Chart Control is initialized and chart areas, series, and other required properties are added. To add data to the chart, we define prepare chart function. Here we define list for x and y data and add it to the series using data bind xy function of the points collection in the series object. We can read external files to load and create the x and y data lists to display in the graph. In the form, we use combo box control to select the type of chart at runtime. We can change the 2D plot to 3D plot using enable 3D properties of the chart area. Now let's run the program and see how data is plotted in the control. When we change the option in the combo box, the chart is updated. Now let us see the similar example in Visual Studio Community. Here we import the required assemblies using the CLR module. Then we define a class derived from forms class. In the initialize component function, first we define the properties of the form. Then we start with MS Chart Control in setup chart function. Here we define objects for chart area, legend, series, title, and chart. Then we set the properties of the chart area and add it to the chart object. Then we set properties for legend and add it to the chart object. Here we add the x and y data list to the series point collection. And finally we add the chart object to the forms controls collection. In the main function, we define x and y data list and pass it to the form object. Now we run the form and see the output. So here we saw how we can use Visual Studio Community to write a IronPython program. We had to write the code from scratch, and due to lack of Forms Designer support, it is very difficult to visualize the design of the form while writing the code. With this note, we end this session here.